One. We're getting going live now. So, Mr. Kenny Moore, tell me, how are you doing today, sir? I'm so excited about this today. Interviewing you. Hope, excuse the background because the apartment that I'm in, they shoveling the snow. We got a lot of snow today, and we still got more coming. But you are from originally from New Jersey, South Jersey.
Yeah.
Is that Atlantic City or Norwood? Which one?
Uh, I'm closer to Philly.
Oh, okay. Oh, wow. Philly.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
how far is
I'm closer to
that?
Philly.
About 2 blocks down from Philly or what?
Um, I'm closer. Yeah, I'm closer to Center City, Philadelphia, downtown. It depends on which. Like I said before, it depends on which bridge that you cross.
I know, right? And you moved to Memphis in 2002 or 2004?
No, I moved to Memphis November 1999.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah,
that's almost what, 23 years now, right?
yeah.
Wow. So, what is so different in New Jersey and Memphis, Tennessee?
Well, Bonnie, one thing I can tell you is a different is a culture shock. Is a different breed of people, and you got to be careful of how you carry and govern yourself.
Yeah, I
But
know, right? That,
based on my personal experience, you have to really do that. And if you don't, you can get caught up in a lot of trouble that God knows you don't want to get caught up into.
I know. You don't want to get a couple of mess. Now, are they prejudiced down there in Memphis, Tennessee? Because I hear so many stories about Memphis. The police like to lock people up, throw away the keys, shoot them down, gun them down. How is it out there?
It depends. It depends on the part of town you're in. I hear more stories. I hear more stories about people about things happening more happening in North and South Memphis than anything.
Okay. Wow. Now, are they prejudiced or what or did you have any prejudice experience while you down there in Memphis? Because I know they very prejudiced down there.
Well, it depends on where you are and what you're doing at the time. So a lot of times our own people are ridiculous.
Yes, you got a point there.
A lot of times
Are
our own
you
people are ridiculous. So like if I, like say let's say for instance you walk in like a Walmart or somewhere
mm,
and you just mind your own business and you just happen to be looking around and if they catch you looking, they turn their nose up at you for whatever reason. It's crazy.
really?
Yeah, yeah. It,
Mm.
but but
And
but
then
but overall, but overall, you still got some people that they seem cool. If they speak to you, you speak back. That's which is one of the golden rules in life. But but if nobody don't say nothing to you, don't say nothing back. That's one thing I learned to do. Sometimes I gotta a lot of times I gotta be in my East Coast mode. Like I'm just going to do this, handle what I gotta handle, do what I gotta do, get out.
exactly, exactly. And you was a prom king in 1994, your senior year. Now,
Yeah,
were you the popular guy or were you the handsome guy? How did you become king? Prom
I don't
king.
I don't know. It was never explained to me. Uh, if I could recall, let me see. One day I was at gym. I was about to enter. Gym class is about to start, and one of the guys from school, one of the guys, I think he was like a year after me. He was like,
Okay.
he's like, Kenny man, I think they said they voted you prom king or something like that. I was like, okay, and I didn't think I didn't think nothing of it at the time because I had other stuff on my mind and stuff. I think we had wrestling practice later on that day. I just had a whole lot on my mind that day. I didn't think of it. and so by the time the prom came, I did just what every scene would do. I think we all left school early that day so we can get ready. And
Right.
so I went got ready, left school that day, went to the barber shop, got my hair cut, got back home, threw my tux on, got ready. The limousine came with my two other buddies. We went and picked up our dates and went to the prom. You know, like I said, I wasn't thinking nothing of it. I just go and have a good time, you know, because this is one of the last big things we having before we walk the stage. So
Right.
so we had the prom and having a good time, so making the best of it. So by the time they announced the prom king and queen, no, I'm just standing there, you know. Okay, we're gonna just see how this goes. I said somebody said that to me, so I'm gonna be going to see how this goes. But Bonnie, when I tell you when they mentioned when the guy said my name, it's almost like I had an out of body experience.
Wow. Now, did you? So, how was you feeling inside? Did you have the bubble guts at the end, or did you have butterflies? How did that go?
It was like butterflies and excitement at the same time. It was like, wow, I cannot believe this.
Wow, that's amazing.
So,
and then you became a deacon afterwards.
Yeah, because I was already into music anyway.
Okay.
So I remember when my mom first got me my first little stereo when I turned 12, I think. And so it had like a little record player on it. It was like one of those linear tracking turntables that you push the button and it pushes in, and you push the button and it comes out.
Yes.
So it was one of those at the time, and that's how one of the ways I learned how to do it. And
wow.
And my stepfather had some stuff. I would mess with that. I would mix that stuff sometimes, and that's how I learned. One of the ways how I learned.
Now, a lot of these young people don't know about the 45, 72, 35s. Which one did you really did the turntables with?
Actually, 12. Everything was 12. I know about the 45. I know about the 45s at the time, but I don't think I had any till later. Because as time went on, you know, I had people give me their records because they didn't play them anymore, or and stuff like that. And so, and then confessingly, I took my mom's records. I still got them, but they're in good hands. But just like I told my mom one time, I said, little did you know, you invested in my future. Believe it or not.
Right. Turntables, scratching the records up, you know.
And so, like I said, I didn't get my real first pair until I didn't get my first. I had a little cheap pair that I bought when I turned 20, and I practiced with them for a while, and I didn't get my first pair of Geminis until a year and a half or so before I got ready to move to Memphis. I think I caught the train or something caught the train over to Philly one day. I was off from work. They just got paid or something. I caught the train over there, went to the record store to the audio side where they kept audio equipment. Bought my first two pair of Geminis and Gemini mixer. Oh man, it was on and popping after that. And then I would practice for 3 and 4 hours.
That's amazing. You know, then you became professional to do it as a DJ now.
Yeah.
You became. Now, when did you become a deacon? Before the DJ, after the DJ, or before you went to Prom King?
It wasn't until after I was out of school.
Okay. And is that in Memphis or New Jersey or South Jersey?
Yeah, it was up there. It was up there in Jersey because I was going to start doing it up there, but I was getting ready to come down here, so I didn't pursue it up there. So I said, well, when I get here, when I get to Memphis, I could go on and do it that way. And it's still. And when I got here, it still wasn't an easy task because I was still down here first, just getting here and doing all kinds of different personalities and stuff like that. It was a little rough. It wasn't until wasn't until I did like this was like my barbershop where I go to, he had this customer appreciation thing.
Mm-hmm.
And that was my first, I think that was my first public outlet. Everybody was
Wow.
loving it. Everybody was loving it. And so that was my first public outlet. And the second public outlet I had was my barber at the time. He was having something at his house, and he let me DJ at his house.
Wow. That, you know what? You are a jack of all trades. Let me say that right now. You are a jack of all trades. Like, you know, I was reading your bio and everything. I'm like, Deacon.
Yeah,
DJ,
yeah.
We're gonna have to call you the Deacon DJ, Kenny.
Yeah. And it's still all good because it's like you have to have balance in life, man. Your life. If you don't, we're just one miserable, destroyed person. I don't care how people try to twist and turn it. I don't care how they try to emphasize that they have it, but they really don't.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. And then I was reading that you was with the Rip Squad. Now I ain't heard the Rip Squad in so long.
Yeah, I was with them because Freddie Hydro, he was the head DJ for all of us, and he worked at the radio station here in Memphis called Hot 107.
Okay, yes, I know that.
And he was one of the first. He was one of the first DJs out of the city to be on BET. What was that show?
It's Park.
Not 106 in Park. The other one. Oh, I can't think of. Huh?
Was it the one before that? One before 106 Park BET?
Rap City. Then he was on Rap City. Yeah, that's it. He was the first DJ on Rap City with Big Tigger and all them.
Yes, I do remember him. That's why I'm like, I know who you.
Yeah, so when he it was I think it was about 13 of us.
Okay.
And that was quite an experience too, because a lot of them knew us from the East Coast, and they knew I knew how to DJ real good, because every time I tried to work with, because that's the purpose of all people trying to come together in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
But it was never like that. A lot of them was trying to follow up behind him and get on the radio like him and be like him.
Right.
And I said to myself, no, y'all, you cannot do that. You have to do your own thing, and you'll be respected better. That's what I said to myself. I ain't told none of them that. I figured maybe they'll learn on their own or the hard way or something.
Yeah.
But it was only maybe one or two people that I worked with, and now his name is Kojak and Mighty Joe.
I know Kojak. I know Cotty Jack.
So,
I don't know Money Co, but I do know Kojak.
Yeah. So so ultimately, me and Kojak worked together a lot. I was basically his opening DJ. I opened up for him whenever we DJ somewhere, and it was all good, because that talk, being an opening DJ, that teaches you have respect for the opening DJ. You don't spin the big time records before the headlining DJ.
Right. And then A3, you was with A3 for a while too.
Yeah.
Are they still sticking around? Or doing their own thing?
They're pretty much on their own, but if I can, I'm gonna try to get us back together, because I thought that was one of the best things that ever happened to us as a group.
Yeah.
I was a DJ of the group. One rap, one sing, so it was all good.
Wow, that is amazing. And then were you doing any other?
We did an EP. We did an EP called The New Norm back in 2014 or something, 2013 or 2014 or something like that. And and a lot of people like the album a lot.
I liked the album. That was one of my first songs that I actually heard. Like, wow, I'll get boogie down to I can, get
Yeah,
jiggy with it, as people say. So, I mean, I really love them. I love them. I miss them. I wish they'd come back because A3 was the bomb back then. Maybe you all can do a collab. You know,
yeah,
um,
yeah. I'm
yeah,
like I said, I'm gonna try to get us back together when I get situated again, because
yeah,
that was one of the best experiences I've had, as being on stage with a group in front of people. Oh
yes,
yeah, oh
exactly.
yes, yeah. Speaking of that, my first big my third big event, we had a we had a hip hop fashion show at my church one year. And how that came about, I just happened to be up there one Saturday, because I just happened to be up there one Saturday, and our first lady, she was up there. She was trying to instruct them on what to do, get everything together. And
Yeah.
I think after everything was over with, I said, First Lady, I tell you what, I bring a speaker and my turntables that next Saturday, and we'll rehearse together, because they didn't have nobody for music.
Right, right.
So that next week, that next Saturday, I took my stuff up there. I did my thing. Ooh, they was loving that. They was loving me.
I
They,
know, because I was like, when I heard it, when I had to go back over to A3, and I'm like, I can't believe you did all that work. So you did all of their songs or just a few of them?
uh, Actually, how that came about, I got some records, had some specific records we was using, but
Okay.
we had to get a band to do the songs, because we didn't want to get sued. So
Yeah, you don't want to do that.
no, we didn't want to get sued.
Yeah,
So I
you
so it basically came from some of the records that I had in my collection that I used for those songs. And
okay.
yeah. And well, anyway,
Now,
we had now back to the hip hop fashion show back in 2003. Yeah, that was one of my that was one of my another one of my big breaks, because after that show was over, my pastor loved it. I mean, pastor, after that show was over,
oh wow.
he paid me out his pocket. He ain't write no check. He just paid me, just went in his pocket, say, here, just for doing a good job tonight.
Really?
Yep.
See, they were doing that back then anyway, giving people money and let me ask you this question here.
Mm-hmm.
Would do any type of music, or like if they call you to do any type of music with them, will they pick up the phone and say, hey, I got this, we're trying to get back together, are you willing to work with us? What would you say? What was your reaction towards them? Because I
I
know
said,
you still get in contact with a few of them, but yeah.
I would love to do that, because I'm trying to get back out there now anyway. Plus I'm starting my radio show soon. I'll probably do it like next month sometime. And other than that, I would love to do it, because I would like to get back out on the scene again.
I would love for you to get back on the scene again. We all miss you. I know I do. Now, let's talk about Power 99 The Mix.
Okay, Power 99 and Mix.
Are you still with them, or are you just
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Now,
It's just they had to make a lot of changes, get rid of people, because people was doing what they wanted to do, coming when they wanted to come in, because they knew DJ Storm personally, and they're trying to take advantage of him and everything else, and that was terrible, because when I
why
first
they
got
want
there,
to?
because when I
Why
got
would
there,
they?
because when I got there, it was a big mess because we had a meeting one day, and I told him, I said, look, I'm a new DJ coming in here, and I said, this is no different from when I was working at the warehouse. Everybody doing what they want to do when they want to do it.
Right. When
And I
they
said,
want to do it, you can't do that. That's professional business there,
and I
especially
said,
with working.
I went in there and told him that day. I said, this is not the way to do it. Because it's messing up business, and we're gonna lose listeners.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And is now how can people to listen to you? Are you on the internet with
Yes.
Power 90?
Power
Mm-hmm.
99. Is an internet station, so it's gonna be www.power99themix.com.
Okay.
.com.
Power 99 is www.power99themix. If anybody
.com.
listen, please type that in the comments because I don't know how to do that just yet. But yes, and how okay, now how can people could find you on social media if they say, "Oh, are you booking for any? We are looking for some DJs for our booking. Where do they need to go?"
You can go to my Facebook page, Arkenny Moore. Also on Instagram, you go to Arkenny Moore 1, the number 1.
You got to excuse my baby. He over here want to be pampered. I'm sorry.
Okay.
But yes, and who was your biggest influence of becoming a DJ?
Oh, I got a couple of them. Let me see. Grandmaster Flash was one of them. Jam Master Jay, rest in peace to him. DJ Jazzy Jeff, because he used to get me with the transforming and the bird and all that. Woo wee. Then
Wow.
let me see. Then you had. Then by the time we got back to the States, it was I like DJ Cash Money. That's a bad boy. That's a bad dude.
Oh yeah.
And,
Oh yeah. He still is. He still
it still is.
Yeah.
Then I think the last person that influenced me a lot was Kid Capri. He's so down to earth.
Very down to earth.
He's so down to earth. He had came to town. One weekend for Summer Jam in 2003.
Okay.
When I tell you that man had to get the crowd straight before he started spinning, he's like, because I never shall forget. We was in the club. He got there. He started spinning. He was like, whoa, hold up. He's like, I came all this way. Y'all gonna act a fool with me? You ain't gonna act a fool with me. You understand? he's like, let's get this goddamn party started.
Wow, I heard he had a
he got this thing where
street.
No,
yeah,
because he controls the crowd wherever he go.
He does it here in Chicago. Every year we have this here DJ house party. All the DJs go, what's that? Washington Park. They go straight to 63rd Hines Street, Jackson Park. When I say a lot of DJs, thousands of DJs from Chicago, Memphis, Texas, you name it. They all there, especially East Coast. East Coast stays with us. Every time they go to the DJ house parties. So yeah, and let me get back. How did this pandemic affect you? Did it affect you in some kind of way or no?
Yeah, it has because you see, I lost my job behind this. I lost my job behind this mess.
Wow.
After almost in a warehouse after almost 20 years. So I was like, okay, so I did want to get my DJ business going. So that's how I came up with KS Productions.
Well, let me stop you right there. For those who just tuning in, I have Mr. Arkenny Moore, the top #1 DJ from Memphis, Tennessee. He also was born and raised in New Jersey, well, New Jersey South. That's why I had to put it South Jersey. They call it South Jersey. I call it New Jersey South, but I'm not from there, but I do have a lot of friends and family there. And I also wanted to ask you this here. Have you ever met besides Grandmaster Flash? I want to say Kid Capri. Who else did you meet?
Let
And
me see. I met Kid Capri. I got a picture with him. Russell Simmons. Elise Neal.
Beautiful.
See the Clips. Hung out them. I met them at a car show. Fabulous.
Wow.
Keisha Knight Pulliam, the grown up Rudy Huxtable. Shout out to her. She's so down to earth.
Yes, and didn't she just get married to Brandon? Well, what's his name?
Yeah.
James.
Yeah.
Brad James.
Mm-hmm.
She just got married. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who else? Let me see. Russell. Reverend Ron. And the funny thing is, there was all because him and Russell was down here for the Lewis Tyson fight, almost 20 years back in 2002.
Yes.
And
I will never forget that year.
and so me and Rev was talking, and I had just asked him about Jam Master Jay. I said, "How's Jay doing?" You know, I said, "Give him some love for me." This and that. Blah 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 blah.
Right.
Oh, then next thing I know, about 2-3 months later, boom, Jam Master Jay gone, he's dead. Who talk about somebody that was heartbroken? And I said to myself, God, dog, you know, I said I just asked Rev about Jam Master Jay. I just asked him about him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That was crazy. Like I said, that year was so crazy. That whole entire year was so crazy to me. You know, after Jam Master Jay passed away, I'm like, who would do this? And they still don't know.
Who would do that? And they still don't know who did it, but they're still gonna find out.
Are they still reaching out, like trying to figure out who did it? Private investigation, still on it?
That part I don't know, but I do got this feeling what's done in the dark is gonna come to light. So really, whoever did, they're not getting away with nothing.
Now, what affects you being in the music industry? You hear all of these music, you got up tempo, down tempo, rap music. You know, what do you say about this rap today? Because I know it ain't the same like it used to be.
Ooh, Lord, no, it's not what it used to be. It's like I'm thinking, I'll be honest with you. I pray for music these days because it's like a lot of these artists nowadays, they're not thinking about longevity. As I told one of my as I was telling one of the female rappers here that I interviewed not long ago, I was telling her, I said, a lot of people ain't not thinking about longevity, not thinking far up the road. They just want the right now. They just want the right now glamour. They want the fame now.
Yeah.
They're not thinking when they out of here. they're not especially the male artists. Not thinking about when they go broke, the girl gonna leave them. they're not thinking about. They're not thinking about when they lose when they foreclose the house, or all their so-called friends gonna leave them.
Yeah.
They're not thinking about, and a lot of these female artists, they're not thinking about when they go broke. They won't be able to drink wine and go on trips and stuff and be on yachts and stuff. They're not thinking about all that.
They're just thinking about quick money.
Yeah, that's all they're thinking about, and you know, they're not thinking about what could happen. Like I said, they're not thinking about what could happen up the road. They just think about what they want now.
Yeah. The right now moment. They need to slow down on that too.
Yeah,
Now, what
and not to mention, they're all one hit wonders. They're not gonna. A lot of these songs that I see that I find on Shazam and stuff like that, they're not gonna last forever. They're not gonna play. They probably won't even play those songs another year, maybe not even a year from now.
exactly. As they say, one hit wonders. Now what type of music you play when you DJing? What type of music do you have to play? Is it R&B, rap, jazz, all of it above, or what? Because now R&B is not even the same no more.
I try to fit it all in as best I can. But I love hip hop. I'm a hip hop lover. I ain't gonna lie to you. And I love soft rock, modern rock, jazz, slow jams.
Yeah. Now, I always ask this question when I hear people speak about hip hop. What does hip hop means to you?
Hip hop means to me. Hip hop means to me is like it's about having fun, enjoying yourself, and forgetting about your worries at that moment.
Yeah.
And it's not about listening to it and letting it influence you to the point where you do go out there and kill somebody and then end up in jail for the rest of your life.
Yeah, exactly. And
just like take for instance the 2 Live Crew. I will always listen to them just to get a good laugh and say like, oh my goodness, I can't believe they're doing this. I would just do it to get a good laugh and say like, wow, like this is really going on.
yes.
but I never let it influence me to the point where I went out there and got somebody pregnant or caught a disease for that matter.
Exactly. We don't even speak about that no more like they used to. My favorite all times on hip hop is always gonna be Epidemic. And not only Epidemic, but Furious 5. The Furious 3, I want to say 3, yeah, 3, Furious 5.
Mm-hmm.
The Furious 5, that was my favorite. My Godfather, Silver Fox, all time MC Silver Fox. That's my Godfather. I tell everybody, hey, that's my Godfather.
Okay.
This was Furious 5. So yes. And on top of it, now we get into the 80s. I always liked LL Cool J. LL Cool J was one of my top notch.
Okay. When he first came out, I thought he was just like, I thought nobody could mess with him.
Nobody. They still can't touch him. They still can't touch him. No matter what, they still can't touch LL Cool J because LL Cool J was hilarious.
But you had some people that tried. I think
a lot of people tried him. A lot of people
tried, but they failed. They failed miserably.
Look at what's his name? Kool Moe Dee. He failed. And I like him. Kool Moe Dee, the Wild Wild West. And I still remember that song to this day. That was
he tried him in How You Like Me Now. He tried him in that and still failed.
Yeah, and failed. And now in the 2000, let me skip to the 90s. I almost skipped to 2000, but let me get to the 90s. My 90s hit. Oh my goodness, we got Silky D, we had Spinderella, we had Salt and Pepper, we had, it's so many of them that I was listening to back to back. Then don't forget about Tupac and Big. I was thinking until this beefing and started. I'm like, you know what? I ain't listen to y'all no more. Y'all talk too much.
Now for me, when the 90s came, that's when the mixtape game was large.
Yeah. Yeah. Snoop Dogg came and pitched in. Then we had Warren G.
I would buy mixtapes off the street. I would buy mixtapes off the street and be like, look, all these joints that's on these mixtapes, I'm gonna forget listening to the radio because all the radio is doing playing the same thing every 10, 15 minutes.
I used to listen to Jay Z before Jay Z became Jay Z today. But I stopped listening to his music because I started picking up on Kanye, and then 50 Cent took over. Then from 50 Cent, it was Ja Rule. So it was so many of them that would start coming back to back. I'm like, okay, I don't
Yeah.
know who's who anymore. So now today I don't listen to today's rap music because I need something that's gonna be meaningful, that's gonna be about something. Not I'm gonna do this to this person, I'm gonna do that to
Yeah.
that person.
Uh,
Where's the meaning behind that? I
yeah.
love them who they doing for their community, but some of them not even doing that. Only person I probably will listen to is Chance the Rapper.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Not
Because
today. Not today.
right. Him and Jeremiah got a music out together, so I listen to that. Now the R&B, I listen to all R&B. I don't have no specific ones, but when it comes down to jazz, Kenny G is my favorite.
Okay.
Kenny
Oh
G
yeah.
is
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
now when
He.
right, and then we got the country music. Well, let's see. I
Uh.
like that. So, what I like White Whiskey. I like that country song. I don't know if
Okay.
that's a country song, cool song, but I like that.
For me,
But
it would be. For me, it would be country. For me, it would be Kenny Rogers,
mm,
Dolly Parton, uh, 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 um, 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 shucks, I can't think of it right now. It'll come back to me later.
Brooks, I like Garth Brooks. I
Oh yeah,
love Garth.
yeah. Garth
Oh,
Brooks.
that man can kill it.
Here's one. Had a kid when I was little. I must have been about 11 at the time. I had some kid call me Kenny Rogers. I ain't lying. But I took it. I took it as a compliment though, because I was like, "Wow, Kenny, he's a superstar anyway." So I ain't see nothing wrong with that.
Exactly. And then and then my pop rock. Come on, we gotta have Rod Stewart. I love me some Rod
Oh yeah,
Stewart.
yeah,
You
yeah, yeah.
too. I love me some Metric. I love me some Metric. Um, Metallic. Oh my God, they're about to have a new album out too, guys. What they call it? I am a jock rock.
Oh,
I
okay.
love jock rock music. So yes, pop pop rock. Oh yeah, I'm deep, so deep in the pop rock music at all times.
Yes,
Like I said,
and to be honest with you, I love all genres. It's not just one style of music that I love
right.
because
Once you into music, it won't ever stop. Now, how old were you start DJing?
no,
That's what I wanted to do.
I ain't really started learning how to do it till I was like 11.
Oh, you started young, young. Yeah.
Because I would record tapes all the time,
Okay. Hmm.
and
And
whatever little money my mom gave me, we would go to the mall sometimes. I would see Sam Goody. I run in there and get whatever blank tapes I wanted, get home and record whatever.
now, what advice can you give someone if they want to become a DJ, want to become a DJ, want to how to learn the DJ? What is the proper process? What proper process would you give them? What advice would you give them as well?
The best advice I would give them if they want to start, the main technique is practice. You got to practice a whole lot to be good at what you do.
Okay.
And the second piece of advice I would give someone that wants to start out is get with other DJs that's doing the same thing as you. Just don't try to
Exactly.
just don't try to do it by yourself and get caught up with the wrong people. And that's how you end up with a lot of trouble. And lastly, just do it. Keep your mouth shut. Don't tell nobody what you're doing
Well,
until it manifests itself. Because I had to learn that the hard way.
hmm. Wow.
Because I made the mistake where I told certain people what I was doing, and I just look for look for some support. That's all. I didn't ask for much. Just
Mm-hmm.
just as important. Let me know you got my back. But that
Yeah.
wasn't the case. I was supposed to be in their eyes and in their book. I was supposed to be crazy for doing what I love and doing something that I've been aspiring to do for the longest time.
Okay.
And so so just for that alone, I was supposed to be crazy and this and that and the other. So
Right. But you're doing a good job because I spoke with my sister not too long ago
hmm
to start and everything. She was like, "You gonna get Arkin? You gonna get Kenny on there?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm getting Kenny on my podcast." She said, "Good, good," but I forgot to let her know. So, sister, if you watching, don't knock me down. I suppose I
okay.
call her.
I told Miss Arkansas I had an interview with you today. She's on a plane right now. She's on her way to Phoenix because she got a show to do down there.
We gonna pray
So,
for her safety. We pray for her safety. Hopefully, she'll call me and let me know. You
okay,
know.
okay, yeah. She'll probably go live when she gets there because I told her I put some praying hands and some hearts on the live before the plane took off. So she's on her way there or something like that.
Oh,
So big shouts to Miss Arkansas because she's one of the best. She's one of the best. And for those of you that love good comedy and want to get a good laugh, you guys look her up and you'll never be disappointed. Trust me on that.
you sure won't. You sure won't. Mm-mm. No, you won't be disappointed. You gonna have you're gonna be asking for a diaper afterwards.
Yeah, yeah. You're gonna be asking for seconds.
Now tell the people how can they find you so they can look you up and so they can ask you, probably want to get you bookings and stuff. How tell the people how they can find you.
Oh, again, that's again on my Facebook page. That's Arkenny Moore. That's ARKENNY Moore MOORE. Uh, then again on Instagram, that's Arkenny Moore 1, the number 1.
Okay. And what about the radio? How can they find you on the radio again?
Okay, when I start my show, it's gonna be www dot power 99 at power99themix.com.
And what days do you come on? Like Monday through Friday or what?
The days I'm gonna be on is gonna be Thursday and Friday from 5 to 7.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh, what?
because I already got my days picked out and the times I want to get on. So
Okay, well, I ain't gonna hold you up too long because you probably got a show tonight, right?
oh no, I ain't got nothing but time right now. So,
Oh,
I ain't got nothing
okay.
but time.
Yes, but I wanted to say thank you, Mr. Kenny Moore. See, a lot of people call you Art Kenny, but I call you Mr. Kenny.
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good.
Yes,
I don't mind.
I learned something today, guys, from Mr. Kenny Moore about DJing because half of the things I didn't even know. So, yes, so I wanted to say good night to each and one of you. Hi, Andrew. I see everybody is on here. Andrew and Auntie Angel, how are you, ladies and gentlemen? And anybody else is watching? Hello, hello, hello. I sent you guys earlier. I just didn't want to tune in and then jump in and say to you all in the between of it, but I had to say something to you all after the show. So now I'm about to end it. I wanted to say salute to you again, King,
Oh
and
yeah, you too.
positive mind, positive energy. Don't let nobody take your joy away from you
Oh,
because
most definitely not because it doesn't that it does you no good to let somebody do that.
exactly, and your brand and your name is everything to you. So I'm gonna end this note and say I love you guys. Don't forget to follow Mr. Kenny Moore. Don't forget to follow me on all social medias. It's the real DA, Real Bonnie Chambers on YouTube, Bonnie Chambers. That was my Facebook page. My Instagram page is The Real Bonnie Chambers. I know it got hacked. A lot of people say, "Did your page get hacked?" So I had to create a whole new one, which is The Real Bonnie Chambers. You know, if you all want to, you can put a little scribbles in my cash out, which is Bonnie Real Bonnie C. Again, I wanted to say thank you all for tuning in. Don't forget to follow. I love you guys. And Mr. Kenny Moore, I will call you later on this evening. Well, about 8 o'clock because I got a date tonight. I got to take my best friend out for her birthday. So that's why I started out so early. So
Hey,
I just
that's
wanted
okay. Because like I said, I ain't got number time. You know, now I was prepared. So
Yes, and so were I. I did all my questions and anything. I had to write everything down, go back over, write it down again, go back over because I just got off the work. So it was like everything was just start coming together. So I got this. So yes,
yeah.
so I'm gonna give you a call tonight. And Andrew, I love you, cousin. That's my cousin from another mother.
Okay.
We all
Give some
family
love for
here.
you.
Yes. So I see you all later. I love you guys. And don't forget your energy, your positive letter. Don't let nobody take your character away. Good night. I love you. Kenny, I'm going to call you.
You too. All right. Salute to you all. God bless.
Bye.